There are a lot of things that I describe as magic. Mayonnaise? That's magic. Radio waves? That's magic. Turning one of your classmates into a frog? Now that's definitely magic. Shout out to the wizarding folk over at SPIFFINMOORE College. They're not so different from you and me.
If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you. Staff are reminded to be inspirational. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Welcome to 2 Point Radio, where it's a great day. Why? Because I, Sir Nigel Bickleworth, am talking into a microphone. Can you feel it? Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Really, Dennis, if this is off again, I'm going to come in there and dunk you like a biscuit. We'll check that I'm on the air and be back with more sumptuous soundwave salaciousness after this.
If you don't know where your class is it really worth going? Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. Now taking students for dark art. The timetable has now been published. Schedule your lives accordingly. Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time.
Why is it that the youth of today believe they can churn out a radio show from the comfort of their toilet seats? The gall! In my day, one had to work for years, making sandwiches and polishing the communication tower before they even let you touch a microphone. There's more to radio than ability, charm, and technological literacy. Eager little autodidacts, the lot of them.
Skills are non-transferable. Return to the hospital. Thank you. Plagiarism is not a belief system. The campus is expanding, even more than usual.
My darling, albeit slack-jawed, nephew Kevin ushered me through cyberspace and into the world of video games. Yes, I played the latest entry in the popular Meat Wizard franchise for Sir Nigel reviews. I was lost, I was cold, I was scared. The controller was sticky and the subject matter obscene. While I'm unsurprised that it appeals to the desensitized youth of today, I'll tell you what I told that chap in the deli. No one needs that much ham. One magical gem out of a possible 5.
Students are reminded to find themselves. Intruders on campus. You know what to do. Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
We all like a milkshake. But drinking too much milk can and will make you uncontrollably ill. Be safe and try to have very slightly less than that. This message is brought to you by the Milkmaid Corporation.
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. Students are reminded that this is the fun part. Students are reminded that some grades are personal. End of year is approaching. It's too late to start trying.
To the news and the controversies surrounding Education Minister Tarquin Foxbridge, who allegedly blew his nose on official government documents. Stories like this are scandalous. It's perfectly clear to me that a group of students have fabricated the images somehow, and yet this poor minister faces all manner of backlash and public murmurings. And why? Because he was photographed doing something? I know a witch hunt when I see one.
The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. The yearly results are in. Wow, didn't we do well? Enjoy your summer. I know I will. Announcement. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means. Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately.
tends to be a one-way affair, this relationship of ours, and that's how it should be. What do you know about radio, after all? Almost nothing, I'd imagine. Still, it's time for that rare occasion where we put you, the listener, at the center of things. I am the aunt to ease your agony, the balm to abate what bites you, the A to all your cues. I am listening. Oh, and we're out of time. We'll get to your problems after this, all right? All right.
The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. Intruders on campus. You know what to do. Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you.
It's time for Agony Answers with me, Sir Nigel Bickleworth. This week's problem is from student Felony Bogdropper, who writes, I've got loads of work but can't concentrate with all the noise in my flat. Well, Felony, I advise that you try a change of scenery. Work in the study, write in the billiard room, mill about in the converted mill. Why, read in the scullery. Your home is your castle. Utilize all of its many, many nooks and crannies. That's what got me through the hard times.
Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. dogs are reminded to have the time of their lives.
Do you like what you hear? Of course you do. So why not call in and let our producers know? Recent research suggests that over 97% of our listeners are incidental. That is, hearing by accident rather than intent. Collateral Johnnies, if you will. Nevertheless, I have faith that each radio segment, like a juicy needle in a haystack of filth, is found by someone, somewhere. Well done to you, today's deliberate listener.
Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once. If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you. Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no.
It's the Harrison Wolf Show, baby. All right. This is Harrison Wolf bringing you the Harrison Wolf Power Hour. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about colleges lately. Lots of study here, learn so-and-so, qualification this and qualification that. But let me tell you something they don't want you to know. It's a scam. All of it.
Janitor to maintain lectern. Thank you. Staff are reminded to care about students.
We've all been quizzed at school, but what really happens during a test? You get a question, you write down your answer, and then some bozo tells you that you're wrong. But who's to say they're right? What's so great about their answers? If we've all got the same answers, then what's the point of there being so many of us, huh? I tell you, it's a crime that they make kids take their tests. Not a real criminal kind of crime, of course, but it's majorly uncool, and that's the kind of crime.
It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed. The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. The yearly results are in. Another average year. The academic year is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to do? The timetable has now been published. Schedule your lives accordingly. Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately.
I shouldn't have to tell you, but if Jumbo McNally's getting involved in something, you know it's bad. Jumbo University? Huh, what a racket. You can teach Mr. McNally a lesson by signing my petition to have him fired into space.
Staff are reminded to be inspirational. Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no. Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. Students are reminded that this is the fun part.
The realm of Charlie has been overthrown by the evil Green Cruiser. From the Bay of Gravy to the Giblet Caves, this once succulent land has been turned a putrid green. There is only one who can save us now. Meet Wizard!
Explore a world of legend and lamb chops in Meat Wizard, Return of the Salami Sorcerer. Only on the Bungle Button Master, where the games be happening.
Students are reminded that some grades are personal. Students are reminded to have the time of their lives. Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me.
You ever thought about why they're so keen to teach us to read? Think about it. So we can read what they write. Well, it makes so much sense when you think about it. It's just another way for them to control us. That's why I only trust the Daily Disorder for my news. They take the regular news and turn every word into an anagram, breaking down the code. You can't understand a thing. It's perfect.
Janitor required in lecture theatre. Intruders on campus. You know what to do. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink.
You think I got into radio because of some fancy piece of paper? No, sir. Radio is pure jazz, man. It's alive and unpredictable. You can't just learn it. Sure, you could pay some big shot to tell you which buttons to press and when, and that's fine. But that's not radio. Not really. Here's another previously scheduled song that I didn't choose.
Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed. The academic results are in. Classification, fine. Students are reminded that I'm not your mum.
Here's a question from Kevin and Flattering. Hey Harrison, what was your favorite project in school? Well, it's a good question, and you gotta remember, just because education is a scam doesn't mean all those teachers are bad people. So, to answer your question, I used to like making the little volcano. It's pretty trippy to learn that volcanoes are full of vinegar, right? But how do we collect it safely? I don't know, but that's what they ought to be teaching us, man.
Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
I never went to college. At least, I don't remember going to college. Anyway, I turned out just fine. Join me at the same time tomorrow. when the day sun goes bye-bye and the spooky white beach ball casts down its dark favor on us all. Good night.
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. The academic year is starting. I hope you have a pencil. Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me. There's a fly in here. Distracted students should pretend that they're listening. students are reminded to find themselves.
Welcome in, it's DJ Shorts on Campus Radio, keeping it short and keeping it sweet. On today's show, I'll be telling you the 6 ways to get the most out of your winter coat. But first, let's cook up something tasty in the music microwave. If you cannot handle the heat, what are you doing in me kitchen? Let's go!
Plagiarism is not a belief system. Intruders, please not come in. Stupid questions will make you look stupid. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses.
What is wrong with people? I saw this guy wearing a Bureaucrats t-shirt the other day. And, great show, great show. So I go up to him and I say, "Yowza!" And he just stands there, staring at us. Like I'm the mad one. Listen, fella, if you didn't recognise a quote, let alone a classic from Season 2, Episode 12, The Admiral Fuzzy Knickers All-Nighter, then you didn't get to wear the t-shirt. Here's a song for people who do know their quotes.
rise the longer you've been revising. Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension.
And now, here's another student story about a little supermarket that could becoming a little supermarket that's closed. Hugh, over to you. Over the years, Crumley Supermarket has fed countless students all over 2 Point County. None more than Crumley's flagship store, right here in Duckworth. Sadly, no amount of coupons or discount fish is going to save the store this time. No, after failing their third inspection of the week, this much-visited market will be closing its doors. As I sit here, riding the mechanical pig one last time, I can't help but think of all of the good times. The end of an era, that's for sure.
Janitor required in bathroom. Talking on campus. Thank you. End of year is approaching. It's too late to start trying. a convenient time for construction. End of year results published now. Students should check in before trying to learn.
What am I going to do with my life? I just don't know.
Orb.
What?
Come to an Orb Foundation Learning Center and replace your mind with the power of the Orb.
Oh, amazing. I'll do that then. Thanks.
The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better. Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no. Education is non-refundable.
Before we end today's show, some of you have got in touch to ask how you can have really cool, original opinions like mine. So I'm going to tell you about a little technique that I like to call playing devil's advocate. What you do is, you take a popular, universally agreed upon opinion and flip it on its head. Boom! You've got yourself a really cool original opinion. Take toilets. You might think they're great, necessary even. Whereas I think they're a little passé.
Announcement. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means. sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. Hard work may or may not pay off. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you. Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no. Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember?
Welcome to the show. I'm Richard E. Hawthorne, and you join me today for 2 Point Radio's Election Day special. We'll be talking all things mayoral as 2 Point County approaches another important day in its history, and indeed, its future. Get in touch to tell us what you're thinking and how you're feeling. Who will be the next mayor of 2 Point County? You decide.
Students are reminded to set reminders. Students are asked not to ask questions. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement.
We're back. Today's election sees incumbent Mayor Tabitha Winsock take on all challenges. One such foe is Gumbo McNally. Yes, the cousin of Jumbo CEO, Jumbo McNally. Ms. Winsock has held a steady, some say tedious, lead in the polls over Mr. McNally. But what effect, if any, will his last gasp speech have on today's proceedings? If you missed it, Mr. McNally finished a rousing 12-minute display with a story of how he once took a modest pile of change from his father and turned it into an impressive lunchtime spread featuring sandwiches, crisps, and sausage rolls. Oh, now that is impressive.
Plagiarism is not a belief system. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. Enjoy your summer. I know I will. End of year results published now. Congratulations. Research project complete. Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension.
This from Michelle in Smogly. I spoke to Mayor Windsock after a Q&A once and told her that I'd written her a letter. She said that she remembered reading it, but I'd never sent it to her. So what? Did she break into my house? Or is she, like, telepathic, but just with post? What a lovely anecdote, Michelle. And aren't we lucky to have a mayor that's willing to go above, as well as beyond?
The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses.
New from Smell My Cash. Being a student is hard enough. Ha, the least we could do is give you loads of money. Smell My Cash for students. Sure, you have to pay it back, but that's future use problem.
Would campus intruders please not come in? Hard work may or may not pay off. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you.
It's election day here in 2 Point County. Who else remembers the year they tried to hold the election through a bungle-made phone application? It's amazing to think that we'll never know whether the app didn't work or if no one voted that year. That's the mysterious wonder of pioneering technology. Anyway, here's hoping that this year we'll get some votes in.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. Distracted students should pretend that they're listening. but some grades are personal. Campus intruders, please not come in.
Here's a word from Jeffrey in Blayton. I, for one, think things have been all right, but you know, could they have been better? I think I speak for everyone when I say, yes, maybe they could have. Well, thanks for your time, Jeffrey. Wise words.
If you don't know where your class is it really worth going? Stupid questions will make you look stupid. Staff are reminded to be inspirational.
The witching hour is almost here. and this journalist's heart is positively beating with legislative excitement. But while we wait for the final count, I'll leave you with this. I spoke to my neighbour last weekend, and he informed me that he never decides his vote until he's in the booth, giving that fateful cross to whichever candidate has the funnier name. Just goes to show we're all a bit of method and all a bit of madness.
We've just completed a research project. Well done. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you haven't noticed. The yearly results are in. Classification, fine. Enjoy your summer. I know I will. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
The votes are in, and we're hearing that it's a landslide victory for Mayor Tabitha Windsock. Some people are bound to be pleased, while others must be feeling something else entirely. What we do know is that democracy has triumphed, meaning that, yet again, the people of 2 Point County will be getting what they asked for. We've made our bed, and now it's time to sleep in it. Good night.
Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. Students are asked not to ask questions. is a test announcement, not a real announcement. There's a fly in here. Students should check in before trying to learn. The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. Education is non-refundable. Staff are reminded to care about students.
Whether you're just getting up or just getting in, it's sure to be difficult. I'm Felicity Bell-Bottoms, and you're listening to Campus Radio, where we try and make whatever you're doing a little bit easier and a little bit noisier.
Skills are non-transferable. No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you. Campus intruders, please not come in. Students are reminded that I'm not your mum.
Student protests continued to rage in the music college at Mitten today. Asked for their thoughts, feelings, or demands, one student had this to say: "I don't know really. Someone told me we're waiting to see an enormous bassoon. Is that not right?" More on that curious bassoon later in the show.
Students are reminded to have the time of their lives. Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink.
It's time for a review of the most popular cartoon on campus. Yes, that's right, the Bureaucrats. This week, I'm reviewing the Bureaucrats. Yesterday, Mittens, the cat, found an outrageously obscure bylaw just in time to delay a civil case another 10 weeks. Now, I don't understand the justice system at all, but I do understand drama, and those cats have it. 5 cat paws out of a possible 5.
Students are reminded to set reminders. We've just completed a research project. Well done. Campus intruders, please not come in. Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember?
At Milkmaid, we use real dairy-style ingredients in our milkshakes for a level of consistency that just isn't natural. Meaning that every glass of Milkmaid is eerily similar to the last.
Wow!
Milkmaid. Now that's good milk. Not technically milk.
Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. Oh, sorry, that's mine. We are approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry.
Remarkably, we actually have a follow-up on the story of the enormous bassoon. It seems as though the crowd have got their hands on an inflatable and, indeed, enormous bassoon. I'm a little lost for words. To be honest with you listeners, was this planned all along, or was it sourced after our segment aired? Just so many questions. They'll have to wait, I suppose. Until next time, I've been Felicity Bellbottoms, speechless on Campus Radio.
The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. Enjoy your summer. I know I will. End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me. Welcome to the start of a new year. I'll be your host. Hello. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. sandwiches will be eaten by me. The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Greetings, greetings, and welcome to the show. We all have our passion projects, don't we? Our dreams, our hobbies, our oddly job-like hobbies and odd jobbies. Personally, I moonlight as a writer of mysteries. Up next, I'll be taking you to a black and white world of mystery and intrigue. The much-anticipated return of Inspector Blandry in Pinched Puddings and Just Desserts.
Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no. students are reminded to find themselves.
It was a summery kind of summer, and Blambury had scarcely caught his breath, fresh after outsmarting the smuggly cat burglar when an invitation to tea dove inauspiciously through his letterbox. Such are the demands on a world-class detective and conversationalist.
No rest for a world-class detective and conversationalist.
Arriving at Flackley House, our inspector was met with two familiar smells. One promised scones, the other, calamity.
Janitor required in lecture theatre. Students are reminded that this is the fun part. Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry.
And so to tea, where the sandwiches came and went without the intervention of evil, though Blambury feared the host had been a little overzealous with the cucumber, when, quite of a sudden, the lights went out.
Oh, sorry, I'm always doing that.
The light came up, and Blambury began to doubt himself. Perhaps what he felt was nothing but a herring of lead. Alas.
The trifle! The trifle! They've stolen the trifle!
University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no.
Crunch. Get some gubbiny grub in your gob with cheesy gubbins. The essence of cheese. Cheesy gubbins. You know you want to.
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. We are approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. The academic year is now over. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now. The summer break would be a convenient time for construction. has just got bigger, not necessarily better. Distracted students should pretend that they're listening.
We interrupt our mystery for the news. Hogsport Lighthouse gone missing. Student strikes cause university closure. And mayor threatens to triple taxes. Lovely. Now that's done, we can return to the matter at hand. Will Inspector Blanbury crack the case? Wouldn't you like to know?
Welcome to the start of a new year. I'll be your host. Hello. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
But who would do such a thing? Who would stoop to the lowly heights populated only by reprobates and trifle thieves?
To the kitchen!
Indeed, the trifle was gone without so much as a trace. However, in its place was a single white glove.
Why, a glove? The fiend must have removed it in the excitement. What good is a glove, dear Blanbury? A glove is no pudding. Ah, but it may yet lead us to pudding. Fetch the hounds.
Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. There's a fly in here. Staff are reminded to be inspirational. The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
They followed the jolly hounds through the grounds, the crunch of the gravel building to a crescendo of narrative tension, and then to grass and sight of the lake and the old willow, where, sitting against the weeping tree, they found the gloveless culprit. None other than Foggleton, the butler.
Oh, Foggleton, how could you? I'm fired, aren't I? I should think so, yes.
Would campus intruders please not come in? generators should be checked in and then removed immediately. Staff are reminded to care about students.
Ha! As they say, the butler did it. It just goes to show you never can trust the help. Well, that's another masterpiece in the collection. But how do I do it? Really, it's a deliciously delicate balance of extreme talent and profound humility. Join me again tomorrow for more criminally underrated radio. Ta-ta!
If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you. Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better. Congratulations. Research project complete. asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. We're approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. The academic year is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to do? The yearly results are in. Wow, didn't we do well? The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement.
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio. Congratulations, you found me. It's the Wolfman, Harrison Wolf, bringing you the truth from an undisclosed location here on 2 Point Radio. Let's start thinking some radical thoughts while you listen to a piece of pre-digested popular music. All right? All right.
Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. Announcement. The timetable is now live. Intruders on campus. You know what to sandwiches will be eaten by me.
Let's talk about the news. The news is like tea leaves or constellations, or when you find a singular glove on a fence post in the park. You can't look at it straight on. You gotta read between the lines. So when I say people in Hogsport can expect some minor flooding over the next week, what am I really saying? Think about it.
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. Students are reminded to have the time of their lives. Is it really worth going?
I see Jumbo McNally is sticking with the hard sell on the humbly named Jumbo University. If I was looking for an education, it sure wouldn't be from that guy that sells the nuts. That information, unlike Jumbo University, was totally free. You're welcome, listeners.
Frequently asked questions. No, Your chicken should not be pink. Research project complete. Aren't you clever? No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you.
New to the Cromley student range. Fish in a box. We at Cromley have been serving fish to 2 Point County for over 10 years. It's a proud tradition, and now it's a tradition in a box. Easy to cook. Tasty to eat. You're not sure what it is, but it's definitely in a box. Just like Mama used to make.
Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. Stupid questions will make you look stupid. Intruders on campus. You know what to do.
We're back, but I was never really gone. What do you think I do while you're all listening to music? You probably think I eat a biscuit or go for a little walk, and sure, sometimes I do that, but in a different sense. Nothing could be further from the truth. Here's some more music while I do something totally unexpected.
Congratulations. Research project complete. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine.
I've been playing some new video games recently, and man, has it been a while. The last time I played video games, you were a tiny hexagon, and you had to chase a squirrel to the top of the castle, or something like that. Anyway, I tried that new Meat Wizard game everyone's going on about, and boy, what a ride. Who knew that being a spell-casting, salami-wielding sorcerer would be so much fun? When you say it out loud, it sounds obvious.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. We're approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. Summer break would be a convenient time for construction. The yearly results are in. Wow, didn't we do well? Enjoy your summer. I know I will. Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on.
Why is robotics such a popular career path for kids these days? I tell you, I'm seriously concerned that we're losing our perfectly understandable fear of the machines. I mean, don't you see what's happening? When you build a robot, you're working for the robots. We gotta make a stand. Join me in flushing my doorbell down the toilet. United we stand, together we flush.
Announcement. The timetable is now live. Students should check in before trying to learn. Announcement. Plants need water, remember? reminded to set reminders.
We're just finishing up for today. I hope it was everything you dreamed it would be. Think about it next time you're sleeping and all the false realities drop away around you, leaving you playing chess with a sassy hat stand, finally feeling the real unfiltered truth. See you around.
Congratulations. Research project complete. Campus intruders, please not come in. Students are reminded to find themselves. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose. Congratulations. Research project complete.
You're listening to Campus Radio. I'm DJ Shorts, bringing you small batch homegrown radio with the pulp left in. Here's a musical palate cleanser that's sure to wash that pre-digested rubbish out of your ears. See if you can taste the difference.
Skills are non-transferable. Students are reminded that this is the fun part. Education is non-refundable.
I want to talk about an actor by the name of Roderick Cushion. Now, if you listen to popular thinking, you'd think, now there's a guy who's given up on his craft. There's an actor that would literally do anything for the next paycheck. And sure, I can see how you could think that. But you'd be completely missing the point. When Roderick Cushion decides to do yet another truly terrible film, he's making a statement about the nature of commercial cinema. Thank you, Mr. Cushion, for fighting the good fight.
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Intruders on campus. You know what to do. announcement. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you.
We've got a music review for you now. Over to Maggie, who's been to see the Boogie Nights.
That's right, I went to the Boogie Nights concert and it was great. The lights, the dancing, and so on. If you like music, this really was music. I do think the campus could do with some better signage, though. I mean, I almost missed the concert, and this segment could have been a real train wreck if that had happened.
We're approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. Enjoy your summer. I know I will. Students should check in before trying to learn. End of year results published. Now. It's not your year, it's just another year. Students are asked not to ask questions.